have given way to gravity and broken off and been sliding down the slope, but providing great habitat. And we are in the lee of the current, so there isn't, it might explain why there are fewer corals here. They don't have a strong flow of current.
And we have seen only possibly 2 very small encrusting sponges, but the larger sponges we've seen on a lot of habitats, just about every one we've gone to, are absent here.
So even though we did not discover a shipwreck, much to the dismay of many archaeologists who were on the line at the beginning, we were really quite hopeful, I will say. Despite that disappointment, we found a really, really interesting habitat. It's kept us busy looking all day.
It's a fairly wispy line below.
Copy that video.
Oh, there's another gastropod. Could we take a quick zoom on that gastropod just to the right, like at 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock.
He probably has a crab. But they're always fun to watch.
Just watch that line if you're going to touch down. Yeah, I'm going to try just to float right here. Go ahead, video.
Yeah, it would be easy. Well, someday we'll actually see the snails.
See a lot more hermit crabs than the snails that make the shells.
Thanks, video.
Come on out.
It's like another really good cave for a conger eel. Okay.
Going to look at that.
And Jenna Hill of the USGS commented that there's a lot of phosphorite deposits offshore of the Carolinas, so maybe that's what's contributing to the rocky substrate. And yeah, certainly, Jenna, thanks for mentioning the phosphorite. We've seen a lot of that at the Charleston Bump. We've collected a lot of material out here. We had what is probably manganese nodules that might also have phosphorite farther out. And even on the Blake Ridge, we found this encrusted type of mudstone. And so it'll be really interesting to see how much phosphorite is in these rocks, especially now that we'll have an inshore or nearshore collection as well as something that is in 3,000 meters of water, to see how the compositional changes, or to see how their composition changes in these encrusting oxides.
This is another one of the large hydroids that we've seen very often. Some coral rubble there.
Yeah, and those rocks are a little different, the little ones right at the laser. I wouldn't know where they came from though, so just collecting it for the sake of collecting it, I don't think it's worth it.
I think we're making these fish quite nervous.
They're going to have to do some house cleaning after we leave.
There's another Lamanema baratulum. I think
See how
it's
you're sidling that way.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to be
Going down the slope?
Yeah, well, you went way up, so you need to come back down to where you were. We were following along a contour, so you're trying to keep a certain depth. Keep nosing. And we sort of went up there a ways.
So I guess I can understand why we thought this might be a ship. It's a pretty prominent feature in the middle of a very flat plain with a big scour mark at the base of it.
We can get a little closer to you.
Yeah, go for it.
What's this contour line we're at here?
In here.
Yeah, what is that? 3/4? Or, yeah, what's the strike of it? Sorry. Yeah, if you drag from Sirius along that line, which direction do we need to go? 75.
You can see that these sediments are somewhat cohesive, otherwise they'd be streaming down this very steep slope.
Yeah, 0.75, 30 meters.
That indicates there's a fair amount of clay in those clay-sized particles that might make the sediment a little more stiff than if it were just silts and sands.
Not a lot out there.
We can up that to 30 meters. He's really stretched.
That thing just behind that white anemone, below the fish that moved.
Yeah, back there by the lasers.
Right next to lasers, underneath.
Probably don't have enough right now, but we'll go right here.
Little nose of the conger eel just below
above
the lasers.
The conger seal.
They have so many hiding places in this type of habitat. We also find them on the Lophelia mounds, and they often have a little tunnel underneath the dead coral skeleton.
You want to snap to see if it's anything?
These look extra large to me compared to many that we've seen. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's trash.
All right, video swapping out.
Okay, pilot, we're getting a little closer.
Great.
To you.
Excellent.
And then I'm not sure where we're supposed to go after this.
Go ahead, Nev.
Did you guys copy that?
Yeah, so I'm coming
We're
east
just going to
towards
spin
you.
around it.
I'm coming east towards you. We just go up and over it towards the south, I think, right?
We're gonna.
Want me to swing around, right?
No, you're good right where you are. Just hang tight. When I catch up, we can go up.
They don't want me to swing around it?
I don't know what that means.
I thought they said they wanted to do that. Go like that. Is that not it?
I don't think you want to do that. Imagine taking the whole ship.
Yeah, we were hoping that we could see that other side of the mound, so keep going around to the south, I think it is.
So they just want to see this side.
Okay.
I'll catch up to you, then we can do ship move south. How far is it from where D2 is now out to the end of the lobe? on the most eastern end.
Right here?
East, sorry, not west.
Oh,
yeah,
right here.
Yeah.
30 meters.
30, okay.
So they want to see it over here. I don't think they care about going around or just going over and coming down. So it's up to you guys. What do you want to
jump across?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
I'm getting close to you, so I can start turning my head around towards the south. Which way you're looking now? Almost south. You're gonna have to come up on this ledge here, because I'm getting close to that. See what I'm talking about?
Just straight ahead of me, yeah.
Yeah, see that ledge? Just go up on top of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm headed for.
Great.
Another Budweiser can. So Megan McCullough, who's at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, is talking with Nolan Barrett about a technology that they're working with at the museum, where they're trying to do 3D models of some of their samples or specimens, and if that works, they could share these specimens with other folks kind of virtually, so you wouldn't have to worry about a specimen being damaged when you send it. Instead, it could be a 3D model of the species. That's really amazing.
It's a shame you can't get 3D images generated when
There's
they are
still
in
about
situ like
5 meters
this.
left
That would
on
be
that one.
incredible.
Co-pilot.
Okay.
Maybe that's something that
Sure,
the next
getting ready to
generation
south,
can
kind of
develop.
Right.
Guide him in the right direction as we get lined up here.
We're definitely scaring the fish here.
You see why this kind of rock is just referred to as the crust of the sediment, or sediment crust.
Okay, there's south. Well, next move will be roughly this direction.
I was
Once we settle this one out.
talking earlier about the phosphorite, and the reason I'm not sure these are phosphorites is because they're so fractured. Phosphorite, or manganese phosphorites, are extremely durable and resistant to erosion, and where I've seen them at least, they are giant slabs. They don't break easily. And gravity cores have crumbled or just collapsed upon contact with them.
Looks like we have another small white octocoral on the left by the big rock.
Do you want a closer zoom?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Oh my gosh, look at all those black-belly rosefish laying together.
Den. Look at that. Wow.
There are at least 4 of them crammed into that one little area.
Come on in video.
All right. Oh, and that might be another slit shell just above it.
Oh yeah, it is. Very good.
So what is it? I'm zooming in on.
I was thinking the coral was partly red, but that's
here.
That's beautiful.
Kairos, or yeah, you muted a picta behind it. Squat lobster.
Not full zoom.
So that's the same one that we collected, you think?
I think so.
Alright, video is cleared.
Okay. Watch leads, are you happy with this?
Yeah, if we could just take a quick zoom on the group of fish to the left too.
Sure.
But also, before we go right there, the slit shell
slit
just
shell,
above
yeah.
it. Yeah, the gastropod. These are beautiful organisms.
Go ahead, video.
Not full
And
zoom.
you can't quite see the slit, but it would be at the top. Yeah, you can, just a little bit. That last coil, there's an opening, a slit, and when it gets upset, it ejects this slime.
That's cool.
Yeah. And the interior of the shell is just opalescent. It is just beautiful.
Yeah, this is a shell collector's dream, isn't it?
Yeah. We collected one at the Charleston Bump that was the size of a hand. It was just massive. And it was sent to the Smithsonian. It was the first, I think it was only the second collection of that particular species.
Oh, you can see the antennae coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking at the foot, the anterior end. Well, we haven't disrupted him. That's good, because he would have ejected his slime.
And these are in the family Pluritomeraceae. Something like that.
That's great. Thanks, Pilot.
Okay, video when you're clear.
Yep.
Oh, I was happy to see that.
Yeah, that's great.
I missed the first one. Was it similar in appearance? Same?
Yep. This one might be a little bit bigger than the other one we saw.
Come on in, video.
I think we lost a couple. I think there were more here before. But there are 3 there now.
You can kill laser scope pilot.
It's the parking garage. They're all lined up.
Thanks.
Nolan said that he thought they looked like a can of sardines, but that's a totally different taxon. I think it's a parking garage.
Video's clear.
After that, come on out.
The lower deck.
Head in parking only, apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've gotten a zoom on any of these urchins today. I don't know if science is interested.
Science, did you want to take a look at any of the urchins around here?
This is a really beautiful area.
It really.
And I really enjoyed the close-up there of the coral, of the ox coral, and then when we pulled back, they did nice.
Oh, there's another slit shell. Maybe we can see its slit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be moving.
Getting a closer look at the hydroids.
Sorry.
And another slit shell now. Again, beautiful.
That purple is just gorgeous.
So I know we're going in for the beauty shot on the snail, but I can't help pointing out as we go by these great examples of the hydroid polyps. You'll notice there's kind of like this bunch of grapes, pink bunch of grapes that are tucked down in the tentacles, and then you see there's a stalk that arises from it. That stocky part is a raised structure that bears the mouth.
Yep.
And those grapes are basically the gonads, so where the eggs and sperm would be produced.
I never knew that. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, that looked like there was at least one more slit shell on that mound.
Right.
And maybe one just beyond the field of focus when we were zoomed in.
So while you're going to the next one, Cheryl, just to follow up on that, Some hydrozoan colonies, different polyps have different functions. So one polyp may be the reproductive polyp, another one is the feeding one, another one is the defensive one. In these ones that we're looking at here, one polyp does all of those tasks, and so the gonads are much more apparent in being wrapped, as I say, kind of like a cluster of grapes around the hypostome, which is the structure bearing them out.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Okay, come on in.
Oh, here's an urchin.
We can kill lasers as well.
We have not seen many urchins today.
This one is green instead of pink, as we've been seeing before.
Let's see those tube feet on the underside.
Should come out for just a second.
And we have several different species of squat lobster there.
Full-eyed.
On a rock back there. Okay, come back in.
Wow, John Reed points out that those shells, some of them go for $10,000.
Whoa.
Hey, we could maybe
fund
get
the next shipwreck mission.
Another cruise or expedition planned.
Yeah, I know the one that we collected was definitely in the eyes of some people, but we sent it dutifully to the Smithsonian.
And John Reed said that that one looked like Paratrocus mauri.
I think the video is clear.
Copy that. Come on out.
Well, I think they're safe from deep sea divers collecting them.
Yeah. 330 meters would be way out of diving range.
I think so.
And I think we have about another half hour left in our dive today. We're doing another pilot change.
Can you hear me, co-pilot?
Yes.
Okay, so the plan is to go around this way? Like,
I think you're trying to get the southern end here, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, you can kind of wag your head around, see if there's anything interesting in the sonar. I think it's all downhill from here.
Okay, but turn to my port side or my starboard side?
Starboard, actually.
Starboard, okay.
Not sure. Depends on where we've been, where we want to go. When Nav's no longer talking to Dive Soup, you can ask.
Wonder if that's an urchin or an anemone there in the middle bottom.
That's an urchin, maybe.
Which one? Watch lead?
It's a little bit down from center, white.
Off to the left.
It's at maybe 8
Or
o'clock
a
now.
sponge.
It might be our first sponge. First big sponge, anyway.
Looks like an anemone.
Or maybe an anemone.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's an anemone.
And a monster can.
Okay, we're good. Thanks, pilot.
Okay.
Did you say you saw a monster? You can.
Co-pilot, if you tilt up a little bit, I can zoom in past the skids.
Go ahead, video.
Alright.
Tricky part is he's looking downhill right now.
Pilot, I'm sure you're aware there's a lot of lines down there.
Copy that. Co-pilot, I'm gonna be checking, but if you see anything, let me know.
Okay. What's that? Changing the
I guess
sediment
that's
there?
another piece of debris right in front of us.
The whole sediment changes around it.
There's like no sediment on it.
Let's come in, video. Hold right there.
Ow.
What is going on?
Gatorade bottle.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it looks like another plastic bottle that's partially buried.
Yeah, let's come out. Tilting up. You can go, there you go.
Yep.
What about this right here in the center of the screen? Have we seen that before?
I'm not sure. You might as well take a look.
Okay,
Oh, it
let's
looks
come
like
in
an
partially.
anemone that's
Oh, yeah.
pulled in.
All right.
And another can.
Let's come in, video.
Okay.
Hold right there.
That's a nice example of what an anemone looks like when it's contracted and retracting the tentacles. And
Sorry.
at least for me, it shows more of the relationship to when we look at the corals and all the polyps in the corals and how they retract. They're all very closely related and built a very similar structure, have very similar musculature in them that allows them to get squat like that.
I think there's a couple more of those unusual holothurians here also right to the left of the anemone, and then there was one that looked like it was to the right as well, but mostly buried.
Oh, yeah.
Tilting up. So, co-pilot, do you want me to push all the way out and then you'll come right where I am and then we'll turn? Or do you want me to turn right now? Or
Where are you headed?
I am guessing I'm gonna turn and look at the mount facing north, but I don't know where you want to be at that point.
Yeah, I mean, this is all probably pretty flat, so it doesn't really matter. We can sort of cut that way. Do like
Okay, so it's okay if I just turn right now and start looking.
Let me get a little closer.
Okay.
Then, yeah.
All right.
We can do like 20 meters 210 or 30 meters 210 or something like that. You want it, Nav? If that works for you.
Cool. 210 would be about right here.
How far is that?
That's only 8 meters, but I mean this direction. So like right over here, 30 meters puts you right about here.
We could do like 215 then, yeah, that's good.
Okay, 215. 30 meters.
Okay.
Bridge, RV nav.
Trying to give you some room here, but
Hey, we'd like to
I
put in
get
a ship move,
closer,
please.
This is going to be taut.
30 meters at 215.
Yeah, I
0
understand.
knots.
I'm not pushing out right now.
Good copy.
I don't think we've zoomed on any of the pencil urchins either. So there's one in the lower right, or two of them, if you're looking for something.
Go ahead.
Another one of the white octocorals that we've seen quite a few times.
Tilting down slowly.
And a Sedaris pencil urchin.
Is that Maxim?
No, that's partial.
Whenever you want to come in, you can go ahead.
Looks like there are little worm tubes, white worm tubes on several of the spines of this pencil urchin.
And that's full zoom.
Copy.
Well, it looks like we have several people in the chat room who think it might be a good idea to get a rock collection if the rock has plenty of invertebrates on it, and I would agree.
All right, video's clear.
Okay.
So we're going to...
Yeah, Leslie, just to sort of confirm what you're saying. So I mentioned the rock, but if you already have rock, it's not the rock itself. It's
right.
We've seen a number of things that we don't often see that are difficult to otherwise collect unless they're on a rock that's loose and easy to get. But I'm not necessarily saying that we should just indiscriminately grab anything. There are some particular things that we've seen that would be quite useful as collections. And I take your point that we don't have a lot of time left. So I would say if we saw a rock that had some really interesting things on it, find out what people in the chat room think.
And it would have to be quite small because the rock we have is in the larger of the rock boxes.
Coming partially.
But is there any specific thing? I see you mentioned the white-red lipstick actinaria. Is that what we're seeing right now?
That one looks more pink than a lot of them that we've seen.
Oops.
Yeah, that might be the lighting, but I think that's it. Especially, is there a solid cucumber on the rock lower left?
There is. I think so.
Okay, that's perfect.
That might be a really good collection.
Okay.
Copy.
Yep.
FYI.
Yep. I so wish it had that squat octocoral on it, but we'll take what we can get.
All right. Video, do you want any other shots? Do you want to come in, or should I set up for the rock?
I would say set up.
I think you can just set up for the rock.
Then.
Thank you, pilot.
Yeah, and that rock I think has at least two different species of anemone on it as well.
Okay.
Checking right now.
Well, good. We'll call it a bio collection instead of a geo.
And then the rock.
Yeah, it's definitely a bio collection.
Yep.
Is this the rock you're talking about?
It's much more red-orange, isn't it?
The one with the anemone on it.
Scott, so are you saying the one that's at the lasers right now, or the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one.
Is that a good distance,
it looks like it has at least two solids on it.
Okay.
Sea cucumbers.
Yes. Okay.
And
Copy that.
I think there's a different anemone at the base of that.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
There's a good view on mini zoos of how close we are to
That's
the
what the
crowd.
doctor ordered.
A rock thing that would fit easily into the bio box. I would agree with that.
Okay. I think that's us.
There it goes.
There it goes. Is this good enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so...
So, pilot, just to confirm, we'd like this in the bio box, not the rock box. So
Copy that.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Can you press joy lock for me, co-pilot?
Sure I can. You're joy locked.
Okay.
We should probably get a good zoom of it first.
Just your heading. It's auto heading.
Oh, cool.
So you have the port outer available to you.
Copy.
How big is that? That's actually big.
Does that fit in one of the bio boxes?
That's what I'm wondering. Take a look real quick. If you want to just frame it.
Go ahead.
Get a
Come.
little better.
Do you want on the main camera?
Yeah. There you go.
So that's what,
That's probably like 10 by 20.
10 inches by 20 inches?
No, centimeters.
Centimeters.
10 centimeters, yeah.
Centimeters by 20 centimeters.
Probably like this by this.
Okay. Yeah, probably.
20 is this. 10 is this.
Okay.
I think it's a little longer than 10 because it goes back there.
Yeah, we were saying 20 long.
20 long, 20 by 20?
Maybe 20 by 20, yeah.
So I'll try it, and then if it doesn't fit, I just.
You want to look at it with the mini Zeus?
Bio.
Better
We're going to put
idea?
this in a bio box and call it a bio sample.
And then you said which bio boxes are open?
Is it alright to get a good zoom of it before we
Yeah, the port
collect it?
outer.
Sure.
You also have the starboard inner, but
Starboard
be
inner is
tricky.
open.
Two.
that can be tricky.
What is going on?
There's at
And
least,
port outer.
at least 3 of these unusual
Oh, sorry. Wait here.
sea cucumbers,
Look
and
at
that one
that.
has
It's a beauty.
its
I'm
Look at, there's a
net
little one
out
next
was
to
on
it.
Loose.
This will be a great sample.
If you capture the crab, we can have a good dinner.
And who knows what lives underneath
So
it.
yeah, it is square.
Pulid
It's maybe
worms.
20 by 20 square, which
That
is
might be too
what,
big.
8 inches wide? How wide
Like
is
10
the bottom?
almost. 2.2 per one.
Centimeters.
9 by
per
9-ish.
Maybe look at the gastropod
by
shells,
nine,
too.
That's got me close.
Maybe they're real no, one of them has a hermit crab in it, so the other one probably
Or did you
does.
already look at it? I didn't know.
Yeah, we can tilt down, take a look at the box. Let's do a little compare out here. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Might have to get in there sideways.
Are the inners bigger than the outers?
Just see if it's loose real quick.
Okay.
I think that
So we're spun up.
the outers are bigger, right? They're not wider though. They're just longer. On the inside, I think.
Okay.
Let me see. No, you're not spun up. Sorry.
All right.
Now you're spun up.
Turning on hydraulics. 3, 2, 1. All right. Indexing in.
We're going port side with this, yeah?
Yeah, port outer, I think, right?
It's 7.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's still a partial zoom on Zeus.
I think it'll fit. Maybe. It's loose. Definitely loose.
It's coming apart in a couple pieces, actually.
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Actually, that's
It
Not-
broke right there. Watch lead.
not
So
as big as we thought.
But
so
we
it's
have a
actually
smaller
good
section
size,
now, so
yeah.
it might be good to go.
It's got everything they want on it.
The rock broke.
yeah, I think
Oh, that's okay. If
broke in half. So
we still want.
what grip force do you think is good?
2 or 3, probably.
2 or
Yeah,
3.
2 or 3.
If you want to be able to grip block.
If we can still try.
Nothing. You can't ever go below 2, really. If you want to
3
if
grip
you wanna
force. 3.
keep something.
All right. Can you come in on Mini Zeus video?
Tilt it up for you.
How's that?
That's good.
Pilot.
Okay, just closing it right there. Okay, grip locked in.
Let me know when you want me to open the drawer for you.
Yeah, go ahead and open it.
Standing drawer slow. Port side's open. Crab's unsure. He'll
Yeah, be careful,
He's going
crab.
to fight that drawer.
Oh, crap.
All right, fully extended.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell your minis. So you got it? Is that
Copy.
good?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, indexing in.
I think you're going to be able to fit
Can we
this fine.
come out?
Yeah,
Oh,
looks like
that's fully out, right? Video?
Yeah, all
Okay.
the way out.
All right,
use these guys up here too.
copy.
Yeah, I can actually switch to one of those if you prefer, now that you're out of the Zeus view.
Sure. Oh, that's beautiful right there. I'm maxing out one of the joints.
Might be shoulder all the way over. You can try wiggling your wrist left. Get you a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, see your wrist is sort of off to the side there, so you can wiggle it, bring it inward. There you go. Now it's starting to straighten out. Very nice work.
Okay.
Like a glove.
I'm gonna open the
Like
adjust
a
right there,
glove.
right? Because I don't think...
Go ahead.
If I open it, that's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just try to control it as you open it. Maybe open it slow.
Okay.
Don't forget that's on a grip force too, so you're gonna have to be all the way in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all the way in.
Okay.
Indexing in. There you go. So opening slowly.
Still in currently. Yep. Just drop down.
Okay. Closing
done.
jaw. Locking the jaw and coming out.
Looking good.
Okay.
Well done.
Nice job, pilot.
Nicely done. Thank you, pilot.
That was some
So that
pro
is
piloting right there.
bio number 7
Probably the most difficult sample
with
today. You rocked
associates.
Okay.
Do we count that as a bio or a geo?
Bio.
Bio.
That's a bio.
Copy that. What should you call nav?
Sure.
We get co-pilot on that.
Co-pilot, can you trip the last 2 Niskin battles? And nav, can you annotate right there in the log?
Please fire. Fire. Good to go.
Oh,
Just when it does that, just let it.
yeah. All right. Think we're good.
Check your
to kill.
when you check that your arms all the way up.
Yeah, it's not going up anymore. Is that a good position to kill hydraulics?
Just you can put
Rotate your
it a little
jaws so
bit
they're
more.
not in the light other way.
And there you go.
That's
a little
it.
better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna drop 3 more targets here.
Okay, killing the arm. Okay. We can go back.
That's clean. Give him a second to drop his other targets before you run off too far.
Copy. Let me know when you're ready, Nav.
Go ahead.
All right.
Miskins have been fired.
Yes, they have been fired. Watch lead. You're welcome. Alright, lifting off.
Look at that bucket. Is that a bucket?
Where?
Next to the crab.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Looks like a black rock, I don't know.
Okay. I'll allow your pan tilt back. Put your mini Zeus back where it was.
No, it does kind of look like a bucket.
Oh, I see it now, okay. Yeah, I think it is. Come in. Hold right there.
Or a can.
A can, yep. A pretty small bucket.
It's a crab-sized bucket.
Okay, yeah, let's come out.
Okay.
Okay, mini Zeus back center.
You got about 15 minutes left.
Control.
Oh, sorry, you got about 15 minutes left. Yeah.
Let's come up maybe in 8 minutes so we have time to...
I have stuff built in. You got 15 minutes left. I'll let you know.
What did Dive Soup say? Are we recovering in this heading?
Yeah, they like this. It may turn around a little bit. There's not, because of the waves coming in, but there's no real wind to speak of.
Copy.
Currents behaving quite well. We're going to go ahead
And
and get a half
we're
hour
in
water
our
as soon as
last
we come
few
up.
minutes of this dive.
Copy. Do you want to recover?
Do you feel comfortable doing
About
it?
7 more minutes.
I did it once before.
Why don't you do it again?
Sure.
Yeah, Fernando, you should do it.
All right.
We've made a rock collection and 4 bio collections, or 3 bio collections, excuse me.
And we have another octocoral in the upper part of the
There's a
viewing area.
fish right above lasers.
Okay, come in on the oarfish and then we'll go for the coral.
Oh, look. It's a
Stop right there.
Tronex.
Tronex. He's not as pink as the ones we've seen.
Sorry.
There's
Coming
octocoral.
up.
Oh, and that was another little octocoral
Yeah.
in front of it.
Sorry, Vidya. Got confused.
And I think the other species that we saw was coloratus,
All right, come in,
something
Vidya.
like that. And
Hold right there. What's going on?
I believe that it was Ken Sulak that said that they can vary
Right
their
ahead,
color a
Tom.
little bit.
Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry, Vidya.
That's all right.
All right, now it's gonna be hard, easier.
Another large conger eel up there on the right. That's a pretty view.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come in, Vidya. I know I'm a little bit far, but
Can we lose lasers?
And you can see his little fin that he's standing on.
Little
You are back
Foot
just a little
fins.
bit, pilots, be aware. I said he was backing up just a little bit, be aware.
okay. All right, they're holding. That's probably maximum, right, Vidya?
No, that is.
Okay.
Looks like he's thinking about swimming.
How much swimming does that guy do?
I think only when ROVs come around.
Okay. Yeah, he's trying to hide.
I'm actually going to be giving the 15-minute call-up before we're off bottom.
Okay, Vidya.
All right.
Whenever you're good. And then you want to zoom on this coral or the big one back there?
I think the big one, we got a
Okay.
decent look at the smaller one.
Copy.
And I think it's the same thing we've been seeing, but
Oh, look, there's another fish up ahead. Oh, no, same one as always.
A lot of these spider crabs.
mm-hmm.
Some more of the pencil urchins.
So where are we with respect to that feature that we were looking at on the bathymetry yesterday? Are we at the top of it, on the slope of it?
I think we're kind of on the top of it now.
Yeah,
pretty
very
close
near
to
to
the
the top.
Looking at the high pack.
Okay, come in video.
And some gooseneck barnacles
A full specimen
on this big white octocoral.
Okay, you can come in if you want.
And this looks like the same octocoral species that we've been seeing.
Copy.
Bridge RV now.
Okay, gonna tilt up slowly.
Okay.
I agree with you, and I hope that
just
next year when we see some of these, we'll be able to say what it is.
And,
Yeah.
Great.
Excellent. Thank you.
I think I'm seeing through the branches. You see there's one sort of yellowish stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the axial skeleton where tissue has been worn away. So that definitely reduces the subset of what this could be. And it's almost surely a plexaurid, given that we see that internal skeleton.
Okay.
It definitely rules out anything like Anthothela and Paragorgia.
Well, that sure is helpful.
Okay, video, do you wanna...
I think video is clear.
Okay, let's come out. Then...
Five more minutes left on bottom before we need to start setting up.
Copy. Come in video. This blue, is it just line? Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, let's come out.
Make sure to
Looks like
fly a
another
little bit above
balloon.
that, okay?
With a
Okay.
streamer.
Copy, pilot?
Yep.
And another can.
Head off
Maybe.
towards the west a little instead of straight north. Well, up north is this section we already sort of hung out.
Okay.
So coming over this way, we'll sort of see a little something different. You don't have to go too quickly either.
Well, this dive sure has had a lot of anemones. They seem to really love this habitat here. And lots of fish. Is that another piece of debris?
It looks like burlap or something.
Yeah, some kind of cloth or...
Squid. Interesting looking.
Can you come in video? What is that in the distance right here? That's just more.
Looks like the face of a fish.
It does.
Let's come out.
Oh, that's an interesting shelf of rock.
Yeah,
on
very
the right.
thin.
Come in right there. That yellow, another can. Okay. Can come out.
Mm-hmm.
You could always zoom on one of the squat lobsters.
Okay.
Oh, with the claw sticking out, it's going to be a cool shot. You get it?
Go ahead and come in. Hold right there.
If it's possible to get any closer zoom to the left of that anemone that is left of the crab. And maybe you have a better view. I'm looking at that white thing that's coming up behind the rock. Is it just another anemone?
Okay, whenever you're good.
Yep. I believe it's just another anemone.
What is he talking about?
Okay, if it's just another anemone, we can move on. But I'm trying to see that squat octocoral again from another angle to see if it actually has a short stop
30 seconds.
I don't think it does.
Full wide.
30 seconds till off bottom watch leads.
Ooh, we have 30 seconds. Maybe that squat lobster will give us another salute.
Okay, let's come in. You can stow everything.
Just a little bit left.
Another slit shell. Oh no, that's a holothurian right on the top of that rock.
All right, guys.
Okay.
That's time.
Copy. So that's the end of the dive.
Bridge, RV nav.
Watch lead.
Yep, looks like an anemone.
Right.
Thanks for that.
We're gonna...
Waving goodbye. Thank you.
Hey, we were ready for that 15-minute call out.
Let's come out video.
Yep. Full wide.
Oh, and Bridge, can you go ahead and latch deck A as well?
Copy.
Yeah. And we'd like to thank all